Well, ladies and gentlemen, Marvel's done it again. Just another statement to be made, another agenda to be fucking heard. As if anybody gave a fuck, or at least, the tiny fucking corners of the internet that constantly fucking babble about politics think they know it alls. I mean, I guess it's for them, but I don't know. I mean, it's just shit like this that's just so basically before I jump into this, I'll summarize this for you a little bit. Um so I guess the new Black Panther or the new Black Panther in this upcoming Marvel Knights issue is white. Not only that, it's T'Challa's son. Like, and as you see here, I'm pretty sure this is him he's fighting in the panel. T'Challa and his supposed son. And in the next slide in a little bit, you're gonna see like how this shit's gonna basically like I think it's gonna fuck with your gray matter because it definitely fuck with mine because it's like all right, you want to make the white guy Black Panther, all right, fine, but to make him the son of a full blown black man. Like, listen, I'm light skinned. All right, like I'm mulatto. I'm half black, half white. All right, that's why like some of y'all like anybody who's listening, like who the fuck is this motherfucker? Like what is he made of? Well, my mother's white and my father's black. All right, and I don't take too much from either or. I'm literally split down the middle, and not for nothing, but it's when it comes to Americans, at least, let me say it like that, because Puerto Ricans and the Mexicans, the Spanish, it's a little bit different. Even, even black folks and African folk, what I'm saying? It's a little bit different on their side, but at the same time, it's like when you mix a black person with a white person, you're never going to get just a full blown black person or a full blown white person. You understand what I'm saying? That's why, that's the part that's fucking with me, to be honest with you. That's why I'm going to be making this video. But, so we're going to go ahead with the article real quick. This comes from comicbookmovie.com. All right. And it was written by Mark Cassidy on June 4th, 8 o'clock in the morning. All right. Y'all obviously seen the headline, but we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the article because not many motherfuckers be doing that. So I'm not gonna go ahead and show the article here. I'll leave the article in the description. You know what I'm saying? But you can hear me read along if you will, or you can go read it for yourself. It's really up to you. But by the end of this, I'll try to give a little quick discussion, and yeah, we go from there. So, quote unquote, well, not quote unquote, sorry guys, but the first issue of the Marvel Knights series, titled "The World to Come" by Christopher Priest, Joe Quesada, Richard Isanove, or Richard Isanove. I don't know if that's your name. My bad, bro. But yep, him and Richard Starkings is now on shelves, and this comic is going to leave fans with a lot to discuss. The issue begins with the death of T'Challa as an old man, but this isn't the big reveal. The story takes place in the future, after all. We then flash back to the events that led to the hero's demise. After Storm is killed in the race war, T'Challa seeks to preserve his legacy by having a child with an early love interest from the comics named Monica Lynn. The boy, Katima, grows to resent his father, ultimately challenging him for the rule of Wakanda. Katima defeats T'Challa, while obviously sparing his life, though we're not sure just why yet, before unmasking to reveal that he is in fact white. How did T'Challa have a Caucasian son with Monica Lynn? That's my question. There is a speculation that he may also have had a child with Nicola Adams, who appears to be depicted on the cover of issue number 3. This character was seemingly killed off back in 2000, but that doesn't necessarily mean all that much in the world of comics. There could be another explanation, of course, but whatever twists and turns may lay ahead, it looks like the next character to hold the mantle of Black Panther on the page is a white guy. Here's what Priest had to say about T'Challa's death. He doesn't weigh in on Katima's debut, but this is during an interview with AITP Comics. So this is from Christopher Priest, the writer. Oh, he dies on page 2. So whoa, what happened there? Did somebody put something in his soup? Or you're gonna have to read to find out. The story is not about him dying. It's about how we got to this point. And I think that's the more significant thing. That's the good stuff that we don't want to reveal. We know sooner or later everybody dies. Now the question is what happens to all the toys? It's very scary if Black Panther dies because he's got a lot of toys that we know about and a lot of toys we don't know about. And we established in our series 30 years ago that in Death's drawer, he's got all these plans for how to defeat, Batman. But that's what he says literally. Um, he knows how to defeat, how to take down Galactus. He's got all these like contingency plans, or as Jack Nicholson said, all these marvelous toys. So the crisis is what now? Okay, Black Panther's dead. What now? And that seems to be the end of the article. So, uh, all right. If you're still here, so this is where I'm at with it. Again, if y'all just seen, that's a full blown white man. So Christopher Priest is trying to convince the world that this is T'Challa's son, or it doesn't matter what reality they went ahead and did this shit, right? And um, no, no, like, see, it's just my thing is why when it again, and I've always brought up creatives and how genuine creative thinking goes underappreciated, right? Now I'm sure Christopher Priest and even Joe Quesada. Joe Quesada is a big name in like comics when it comes to like illustrating and drawing and shit like that. Not gonna lie to you, that looks good. But this is where I'm at with it. Like, if y'all want to be authentic, y'all want to make a stand, but y'all want to be authentic with real life at the same time, right? Like, why go those lengths? Like, I'm just I guess I'm just trying to understand why a full blown white person came out of a black full blown black person and a full blown white person. It don't matter if it was switched or not, dude. That doesn't none of that makes sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. Now, if Monica Lynn was biracial, light skinned, okay, that'd be one thing. But she's a white woman, apparently. So, where do we go from here when it comes to that? You see what I'm saying? Like, and if you just wanted a white guy as Black Panther, why didn't you just do that? Like you clearly could have just done that without doing no harm to T'Challa's bloodline, and yet it's honestly laughable if you ask me, because like once again it's just people that don't know how culture, like genuinely, like these people will claim to care about culture, right, and don't know how culture works. Like, I'm not even trying to say this like, oh, I'm offended. I'm not. It's just I'm laughing at you because that's just sheer stupidity. That would be like my dad's fully black, all right, once again, and my mom is fully white, but yeah, I just came out full white. Nah, bro, no, no. My mom had to cheat. My mom definitely fucking cheated with that one because that none of that makes sense. That it just doesn't make fucking sense. So here's what I think is going to go on. I think right now this is a headline grabber. Like, I don't think they're this stupid to be like, yeah, no, that's his blood son. There's that's his blood son. I don't think they're that stupid to do that, because once again, this is a full blown white man. This is a white man. Look at the child. That's a black man. That's a man from Wakanda. He's not even from America. He's from fucking Africa. Are you serious? Yet you mean to tell me his son is white? White? Nah. Nah, bro. Like, listen, and everybody's already saying right now they're setting up for Ryan Gosling and as Black Panther in the MCU. Not for nothing, I can see it. I can see it just so they can say, "Oh yeah, it happened in the comics before." Yeah, no, yeah, this is a comic book thing. No, they just want that money grab. They want to be able to get that money back because they lost so much money with these movies. Oh my god, yo, honestly, like I'm not even all over the place. I'm practically on the floor right now because once again they gave the Black Panther a white man as a son, and not only that, this white man beat his ass and challenged him for the rule of Wakanda. It's genuinely laughable. This isn't even the White Wolf situation with Bucky. This is much worse, genuinely much worse. Like I said, and I'm gonna keep asking this question. 10 plus years. Do you see Marvel fucking thriving? If they keep going down like this, DC too. Do you see them have doing this shit? Because I don't. Like, I just don't get it. Like, who, like, the editors was dead ass like, yo, this is cool. I like this. So this tells me that he might not even be their son. I mean, you know what I'm saying, or like his son. I don't think that's really his son. I just think they're I just think he's just spouting shit because, like I said, there's no way that a full blown white man has a father from fucking Africa. Just doesn't make it's not cutting it. It's not cutting it, bro. It's not cutting it. It doesn't make fucking sense. Like what? Why? Um, like I said, I mean, like there could have been so many ways to go with this story. Like I said, you could have just put this guy in here. Like, there what happened to the days of creating characters, right? Just for the sake of doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like Wolverine was created for the Hulk. Then he got put on the X-Men and then got given a backstory. All right. The X-Men was created to be like this, you know, not the lower form of the Avengers, but like different kinds of superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't even have like the tagline mutants stick to them until later on, until like Chris Claremont type shit. You know what I'm saying? Before then, it was just like it was just this race, and they were fighting amongst each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Stan Lee made it simple. Chris Claremont gave it background, but it's like when it comes to this and now, they try to be deep with these things and try to be, try to do shit, thinking it's like this deep fucking, you know, this like Shakespearean poetry shit when it's not, or like, you know, I don't think it's an agenda they're trying to do. I just think that they're trying to essentially, you know, I because they've done so much tokenizing over the years, right? Like, Sam Wilson, Captain America, Miles Morales, Spider Man, motherfucking, um, who else? Fucking Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider. And there's nothing wrong with some of them, like, the last one, but it's just like, they're taking characters that never had anything to do with the hero, and or like, let me not say it like that, because Sam Wilson and Falcon obviously was partnered up with Captain America, but it's like, you're taking it'll be situations like that. That's even worse in my opinion. It'll be situations like that where people are taken out of their own actual, mantles that are their own, and put in somebody else's because of the simple fact that Marvel ain't making money. And I mean, whether if you're a fan of Falcon or Captain America or Marvel or not, that's just the genuine truth. That's why you got Sam Wilson, Captain America, because Falcon wasn't getting money. So, but they still wanted to use Sam Wilson Falcon because he's such a great character. So instead of building him up in his original shit, like that you're supposed to, like you did with Black Panther, Luke Cage, you know, what was his name, Brother Voodoo, and many more. Yeah, many more, but yet, when it comes to this guy, it's just, oh, it's not sticking, it's not landing, so put him in the Captain America suit. You see what I'm saying? And you know, this shit with T'Challa and Black Panther, there because of the simple fact that Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, simple fact that he passed and he was Black Panther, and it happened before the second Black Panther movie, and the next phase of Marvel, they're trying to immortalize him as Black Panther and T'Challa, and then make it to where like T'Challa is sick, dying, or dead in almost, I wouldn't say almost every other story, but like you're seeing it more often than you should, and it's kind of sickening if you ask me. Like like in this story, so you make him old, and then what? He dies from like, come on, bro. He dies from old age. I mean, I get it, but like at the same time, it's like, I don't know, like what. Mm, it's just frustrating because it's like, why don't you just do the stories that everybody wants? Like nobody wanted this shit. Let's be real. No, nobody wanted this shit. Like the Ryan Gosling as Black Panther meme, bro. That's a meme. Not everybody's serious about that, bro. Like motherfuckers only want to see you do that just so they can laugh at you, bro. They want to see if they have that power over you so they can laugh at you. If they're genuinely trying to set up for something like that, bro, it, I'm telling you, they're in for a world of hell, in my opinion, because like I said, nobody's asking for this shit on a genuine sense. Nobody. Nobody wants White Panther. Nobody cares. The point of Black Panther is the fact that it's T'Challa. This motherfucker is not from America. He's the king of fucking Wakanda, one of the most advanced places in the Marvel universe on Earth. All right, you know what I'm saying? And it's in Africa. He's Like, I don't get it. Like, just bro, I just don't understand why Marvel doesn't care anymore. It just feels like they just don't give a fuck. DC too. DC kind of feels like the same way. I mean, they're trying with the absolute universe, but that's not main canon. They keep fucking up the main canon. They know that we want this cool shit, all this shit, this history that happened. They know we want it to be canon. But because so many writers came in, fuck shit up, we ain't getting it. Like, I just don't understand why niggas just keep fucking up. Like, yo, I love this shit. I love Black Panther. I love Batman. But like, y'all gonna keep fucking my niggas up, and I'm gonna check out. I'm not gonna, like, I'm good. I'm not gonna like, yo, Marvel Knights. When I was growing up, hearing that shit, yo, that shit was the shit. But now, what the fuck? Come on, bro. Come on, man. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, we don't need this. We just don't. And they're trying to hit you with this shit, trying to take your money from you, just feed you shit you don't care about. Nobody wanted this shit at all. You could have done this. Anything else? Fuck. You could have made Sam Wilson Black Panther. I mean, what the fuck? Shit, you could have made Killmonger Black Panther. Like, genuinely. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's probably happened before, but it's not talked about. You know what I'm saying? The way the movie is, and it's not as long lived. Maybe try that. Meaning that we want to do alternate universe or alternate future shit. Try that shit. I'm just not understanding where everybody's mindset is at when it comes to this shit. Like, you can do anything else besides this. Besides that, but this is what you come up with. I don't get it. This the shit that baffles the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why when I go to my old comics, when I go to my comic stores, I'm getting the old books, and and it's because of the simple fact that, like, this new shit is just not hitting in the way it does. You know what I'm saying? Things are just happening, and you don't really know why. It's just like, nothing is ever straightforward anymore. It's always somebody else need to tell their own fucking story. Like, nobody just respects the canon. That's the problem. You get these new people that come in, they read this shit. They only like the shit they like, and the shit that they like is the shit that gets recognition. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that's everybody. Of course, there you got quite a few people that respect the canon and try to keep that shit consistent. But the problem is that when you have somebody else that comes in and does mad other different shit, they unintentionally undo other things that happened before. You see what I'm saying? So eh, it's just like, everything's all over the place. You just don't have the right people in the kitchen. You don't. That's genuinely what it is. I mean, like I said, great artwork from Joe Quesada. Joe Quesada, he does really nice. He's really nice when it comes to the artwork, and but what is it, Christopher Priest? I'm not. Nah, I'm not feeling it. I'm genuinely not feeling it. It's just the idea alone, the premise. Nah, like, damn, it's just like, y'all could have done. Yeah, y'all could have made it to where, like, Miles Morales was doing it instead. Like, he took up the mantle of Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Or like Miles Morales, Spider Man, or something. Like, y'all could have done anything like that. I mean, it still would have been like mediocre as fuck, but shit, that's better than putting a white guy in a Black Panther suit and trying to call him T'Challa's biological son. Like, what is going on with people? Like, yo, South of Midnight did that shit too. The new Xbox game that came out a couple months back. The chick you play as is black. Not even saying it like that, but like, she's definitely dark skinned. She's not on light skin. You know what I'm saying? And her father's full blown white, not adopted either. That's her biological father. And her mother's full blown black. That's the shit that don't make no type of sense. Like, who's doing this shit? Like, yo, you what? Because you've seen one person in your life, and you're like, oh yeah, so it happens. It happens. So we can do it here. No, what the fuck, bro? That's an off chance that it happens. I've never met no person that's been like that. And motherfuckers would be like, some motherfuckers would look at my skin and be like, oh yeah, he's white. No, he's not white. He's mixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's the problem with the color shit and the politics, because motherfuckers, bro, they just don't be knowing the difference. But I'm gonna end it here before I keep going on. What did y'all think? I think this shit sucks. I think y'all do too. But I ain't gonna speak for y'all. Any support is appreciated. And I hope you have a great Thursday. And I'll catch you in Gotham.